Hello, in this video I would like to show how to use Desmos to graph linear equations. I've gone to desmos.com and I will click on the link to the graphing calculator. From here I'll type in the equation that I want to graph. In this case it's y equals 3x plus 10. As you can see, I have a red line on my graph and I see where this line crosses the x-axis. What I don't see is where it crosses the y-axis, and it would be really nice if we could see that point as well. So to adjust the viewing window, I'm going to click on Graph Settings, and the icon looks like a wrench. And I'm going to adjust the y-axis settings. I'm fine with this region down here below the x-axis, so -5 perhaps is a good limit. And if I go up to the maximum value, maybe something like 20, you could try 200. Okay, I overdid it. So you try different values. There's no right or wrong way to do it, but what you're aiming for is you want to see the important features of the graph, such as maximums or minimums, or places where the graph crosses the axes. Okay, so this looks like a pretty good visualization. I have the y-intercept here at 10. So we could add that point to the graph. That's over 0 units up 10. That point is on the graph, and I can label that with the y-intercept label. Now, if I want to find where it crosses the x-axis, it looks like it's -3.32 roughly, but we want to give an exact answer, not a rounded off approximation. So let's go find the exact answer, pencil and paper. Once we do that, we'll come back and the answer is -10/3, 0. And we can label that x-intercept. Next, let's add a parallel line. A parallel line needs to have the same slope as my original line, which in this case is 3. I can choose any y-intercept I want, but in this case, I chose a y-intercept value of 5. Now, if I want to share the graph with others, in this upper right-hand corner of the screen, there is a link to share a graph. And when I click that, there's a couple of options. So one option is to copy this link. And when you copy that link, you could email that to someone or post that in Brightspace, and it will take you right to the graph. So I'll show you how that works. So suppose I'm here in Brightspace and I say my slope was 3. And my y-intercept was 10. And, I want to say hi, everyone. And then here is my graph. I can include that link, and then when anyone clicks on the link, they can see my graph. The other way of sharing the graph would be to export the image. And you can export the image in a couple of different ways. You could export it as a PNG file, download it, and then to insert the image here in your Brightspace message box, you would want to choose the Insert Image button. You cannot just copy paste the image. Alternatively, you could attach the image here using the Upload tool. For those of you that like HTML and want to copy the embed code, that is here. So this is HTML. You could copy that. So I'm just going to copy that. And then I come over here to my message box in Brightspace. If I want to access the HTML or source code, I click on this little icon. I can paste. And then that graph shows up quite nicely in the message that I'm typing, and I can keep on typing here.